JUCO Hoops Insider, we're back with another edition. So excited to go to the West Coast this time. We're going out to Cali. First time we've had a California junior college represented on the show. So excited to do it. First time they've also gotten National JUCO Team of the Week. So we're headed out to Oaktown and going to speak to one of the best coaches in Cali right now. Bring him in the studio. Coach, what up?
Hey, good morning.
Good
Great to
morning.
be here.
Yeah,
And great to be here with you and sharing what we're doing out here in the Bay Area.
yeah, excited. Now do you play when you're in the Bay Area? Do you play E40 just because and just let people know, or how does that work?
So grew up playing E40, obviously too short. I don't know if
Yeah.
some
Oh yeah.
people know who that is.
Oh yeah.
You had um, them always in the background growing up, 80s and 90s in the Oakland, Greater Bay Area, Berkeley, San Leandro, Hayward area. And they're from Vallejo. 840's from Vallejo, so not
Yeah.
too far away, about 30, 40 minutes away from the immediate Bay Area. I actually, one of my buddies that I played with in junior college, he played at Santa Rosa Junior College. Anton Lyons is his nephew.
Okay.
So, so I have a close contact close to E40.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Every
So
time I
still,
just
still,
think,
still play some of it.
oh nice. You got to. I just think of that his chin, that Bay Area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
got to represent for E40 one time. Okay, so tell us about, Coach, before we even get into National Team of the Week and how you guys have been playing. Tell us about this school in Cali JUCO, because most people don't know a lot about California JUCO and Chabot College.
Chabot
Oh,
College.
excuse me. Yeah. We were talking
Chabot
about it
College.
beforehand. I was like, I'm gonna
Yes,
hit
we
him,
were.
or I'm gonna
Yes, we
stay out the
were.
way. I tried to get it right. I got it wrong. I should have stayed out the way. But here you go.
No worries.
No.
So, Chabot College is located in Hayward, California, which is in between Oakland, San Francisco, and San Jose. We Beautiful community, very probably the most diverse city in the East Bay of the Bay Area. We also have a couple different universities. We have Cal State East Bay, which is nestled up in the Hayward Hills above us, and then we also have a chiropractic university right down the street from us. So it's definitely a college friendly place, super diverse. The resources for us at this college is pretty solid. They're very student friendly. They're pushing students of colors to be successful and pumping resources behind it. Um, Student athletes here are um, they have a lot of different people involved in their success along with the athletic department. So it's a community who loves the college. There's a lot of first generation students, and there's a pride about coming to Chabot College.
Nice. So California JUCO, you guys had a great week. Tell us about the season. Tell us about a little bit how it's going for you guys out that way.
Tale of two halves for us. Preseason, since I've been here, has been where we're trying to challenge ourselves, playing the best teams we can in the
Right.
state.
Right.
And so, obviously, our goal is to win in the preseason and obviously to transition that and win in league.
Right.
We had some challenges. We had some challenges in preseason. But like I've told other people within the state, the preseason ranking respected the level of talent and cohesion they thought we would have. So we were up there pretty high, lost some of that in preseason due to trying to figure it out and playing good teams. And then we're able to, I call addition by subtraction, get it together when league began. We play in the Coast Conference North, and the
Mm.
Coast Conference North is arguably the best competitive basketball conference in the state of California. So the champion of the state is our rival, San Francisco City College. But
Mm.
there's an array of other schools that um, are out working hard, recruiting, and are good coaches that we have to compete against every single night, every single year. So yeah, that's the card that we've been drawing in, but I embrace it. And the guys that we try to go after to come to Chabot and take advantage of all the resources we have on campus, um, know that they're coming into a powerhouse conference that can help them get exposure and play a high level of basketball to help them move on.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of exposures happening with California JUCO right now with Last Chance U, so that's definitely helping people just pay more attention. So shout out to the whole crew over there, Coach John and everybody else. Do you
Hmm.
guys play them? How does Cali Junior College work? Because we know that you only compete against other Cali schools. You have your own kind of governing body with just Cali. How does the schedule look? How does the playoffs look? Tell us that picture real quick, kind of before we dive into your school specifically.
Absolutely. So there's 102 colleges in the state of California that compete uh, in basketball. There are 50, I want to say 52 in Southern California, and or I'm sorry, 54 in Southern California and 46 in Northern California, or 50, however those numbers are. There's more in Southern California than in Northern California, but we have about 46 somewhere in there, 45. So what happens is that they split the state into two regions. So you have Northern California and Southern California, and then at the end of the season, uh, there's a Northern California bracket, Southern California bracket, and then we all meet in a neutral site for the state championships, which is called the state final eight championships. So that's how it works as far as playoffs. There's 24 teams selected from each region, and again, we compete to get to the state final eight championships and win a state championship. Um, there are some schools that, um, primarily in Southern California, though we are our own governing body in California, a couple schools in particular, San Bernardino, they go outside of in their preseason and play some national JUCOs from Arizona, some close to the border type national JUCOs to just prove that we can play with
Right.
a lot of those schools. And they won a lot of games actually this year. I think they beat Central Arizona, and I want to say they beat Arizona Western. I don't want to have put that exact fact out there, but they
Right.
did beat two national junior colleges. But in a nutshell, that's how it works.
Right. Tell us about your school in particular. What's the program like? What's the culture of the program like? What's kind of a typical day? Take us a little inside of what you would want people to know about your program.
The first thing is pushing you uh, and creating a comprehensive program so that you can have success on all areas. When you arrive here at Chabot, you're going to feel the love. Our facilities allow you to get better. We have two gyms. We have a state-of-the-art weight room. We have a athletic counselor in our athletic offices to assist you in putting you in a program to get your AA degree and pick courses that are going to be conducive to you having academic success. And then we have a lot of equity programs that help to just balance your life out and become a better adult with dealing with trying to be hired for some sort of company or a job, trying to understand etiquette when going out and eating properly at a fine dining place, and your company may um, invite you out. Other college academic tours. So we have equity programs that help them with learn how to become a young professional. We also have equity programs that help them with food, help them with transportation, help them with getting a work study job on campus. There's a lot of people here that want to help students and are willing to help students at all times. But then on the basketball end, again, you have two gyms. We have three shooting machines. We have all the equipment you need, and you're going to have access to that 24/7. Um, our weight room again is top of the line, and then you're playing. We talked about earlier where uh, I counted last year from Coast Conference North and Coast Conference South how many student athletes were able to move on to the next level. We had
Mm,
over 30, and I'll send you that at some point
nice.
so you can. So from 30 guys moved on from our conferences, Coast North and Coast South, Division One, Division Two, and NAI,
Nice.
full scholarship. Currently, right now in this conference, we're the number one conference in Northern California, and I want to say arguably the number one conference in the state. We
Nice.
have we have five of our eight teams are ranked in the state top 20. So
Yeah. So high level of hoops in the state of California. Talk a little bit about your team. Tell us about your players. Who should people be recruiting? What's a little bit of the roster makeup so we can give those guys some shout out?
absolutely. First thing I love my guys and God willing, we're able to continue this ride for the rest of the year all the way to the championships, but one game at a time. So
Right.
um, I have five sophomores that are academically ready, will graduate here in the spring, and are excited to move on to the next level. The first I'll start off with is Diggy Winbush. He's been here for the past 2 years out of the Los Angeles area. He's our starting point guard. Had a big game against San Francisco City um, last week where he had 26 points, five assists, and five steals, and played a huge part in us being able to beat San Francisco. That that hadn't happened in about 8 years, and then they hadn't lost. They haven't been tied with somebody for the conference in 13 years. So it's been a long time coming. So he's been very consistent, good shooter, good feel of the game, tough, high IQ, um, and more importantly, a really good person. It's been battle tested out of high school, battle tested in prep school, and then obviously he's come here and it's helped us to rise our program. About 6'1" point guard, and just knows how to play the game. Knows how to play the game. So the next young man is Jaden Rivera, another prep school guy. Went and spent some time in the East Coast at Putnam Science Academy,
Yep.
and then came back and enrolled at Golden State Prep up in Napa, and then we were fortunate enough to recruit him and get him here. San Jose kid, local kid, but is again well traveled and versed. He's our leading scorer, just
Nice.
flat out high level scorer. Went to the JUCO All American event and played extremely well in front of a lot of coaches. Lefty, about 6'3", 3.7 GPA, shoots it around 40% from the three. Just dynamic in the open court, can score at all three levels and plays with a high motor. Um, the next young man is David Hector. He's a local kid from Monroe Catholic, but went to San Francisco City College as a freshman. 6'4", about 210, physical, rugged. He's the best rebounder in the state for guards. There's nobody. He's getting almost a double double. He's had 15 double doubles. Um, Going through league. We're 10 games into league and 5 games prior in preseason. Another high academic guy, uh, versatile, can guard two, one, two, three, or four, um, and tremendous rebounder, tremendous at the rim, good passer, uh, can keep you honest with his shot, and just a winner. Has won everywhere he's been. The next kid is David Agunlie. He was my all conference forward center from last year. He's out of Houston, Texas. It's about 6'9", 230, tough, rugged, super coachable, super culture guy. Defends fours, defends fives, finishes above the rim. Has really become a difference at the defensive end with his shot blocking and his prowess, so just around the rim there. Um, has the eye test. Another great kid. He's going to graduate a little over a 3.0. good family, and open to anywhere that wants to recruit him. And then the last kid is already committed. Um, his name is Terrence Kraft, 6'10" kid from locally Hayward, 6'10", about 220. Had some challenges academically, but we're still fortunate enough to get him out. He's going to leave here mid-year March, and he's going to go to an NAIA school that I'll I'll post here soon once he's fully in and has got his plane ticket to head out. So those are sophomores. I also have a fantastic freshman that I know is going to get recruited. He has to be in the top five best freshmen in the state. His name is Zach Brodus, 6'4", combo guard, shooting at over 40,
Mm,
scoring at all three levels, had 25 points, 5 rebounds against City College. Um, Epitome of professional work ethic,
mm.
high quality kid. I'm hoping to keep him. I'm probably not, but dynamite kid in the classroom, in the community. All the kids are. I'm blessed. I'm really
Yeah.
blessed, but by the type of kids that we went after and been fortunate enough to bring into this program. And those six, as well as there's other guys, freshmen that are doing a good job and growing,
Yep.
are the catalyst for where we're at for sure.
Yeah, great stuff, Coach. What's something you'd want people to know about your program, the school? What's something you'd want people to know that maybe they don't know? And I was going to say this too. I'll ask you this because it is Black History Month. You are
Yeah.
the first African American head coach at the school. What does that mean to you? And talk a little bit more about kind of some more stuff you want people to know about the program that maybe they don't know.
Um, Thank you and foremost about that. Yeah, it's very important to me. The legacy that is going to be left here as me being the first African American coach here is very important. Um, Everything we do is important. I preach that every day from um, how we enter a class, how we communicate to people throughout the community, how we come to practice, how we go to games, how we conduct ourselves on the court, off the court, when I'm not watching you, when you're out doing what you do. All of that matters. And as a coaching staff, we try to lead by example, number one. Two is the standard. We talk about how high quality is what we are about as African American people, period. So I have no room for low quality things in anything we do. If it's pulling up your pants and putting your belt on, if it's how you walked into the missions of records or how you come and shake hands with our athletic director. Everything is high level. And again, we preach it, we talk about it continuously all the time, and lead by that walk. So every day, we're on. I was just on a last week. I was just on a BEA um, documentary that was shown on Friday about the tax that African American educators have to pay working in education. I don't think I understand what it was about, but to me, it's it is what it is because people don't have to pay their taxes. you know. So for me, it's leaving a positive, uplifting, uh, mentally tough, spiritually strong legacy of how young Black people and people in general need to follow um, the model of someone that looks like them in a way that's going to have success in their lives. That's what's important.
Yeah, well said, man. Well said. So Cali JUCO, what's your background, coach, to getting to where you are? Because sometimes people want to know, well, did you play there? Did you play somewhere? Did you just
hmm
step right in? Obviously, you're breaking some barriers and some records at the school itself, and that's a big deal. So, What did you do to qualify yourself, or what is your story to get into where you are?
So, fortunate enough, each job that I've held as a head coach, I played it. So I played at Chabot, was on a playoff team for my late coach Tony Costello. And then prior to coming to Chabot, I played at Merritt College, where there I was there for 10 years, and five as an assistant, five as a head coach. And we went to the state in 2013. We went to the state in 2015. We went to the Sweet 16 in 2014. Of those 10 years, we had seven winning seasons and moved on 34 athletes to the next level. Um, Prior to that, I was a high school coach in Alameda, California, women's basketball, where fortunate enough to teach and coach and was able to turn that program around into a NorCal contender. And then prior to that, I was playing and attending San Francisco State uh, and got my BA degree at San Francisco State in psychology with an emphasis in sports psychology. Got my master's at St. Mary's College with a focus in kinesiology, but within sports management, and was able to transition to all those jobs from that. So that's my experience, playing experience. That's my coaching experience to get to this job. Uh, this job here at Chabot, prior to taking it over, they had won 7 games in 2 years, and we're on course to win close to 60 games in 4 years. This will be our fourth playoff berth, and God willing, this will be our first conference championship in the first 4 years.
Man, so you checking off some boxes, coach. Checking them off. That's good. Taking some things off the list. What's the vision for what you hope to do going forward there at the program? And then we always like to ask a funny story, so we got to let you tie us into a little bit of the behind the scenes, the comedy that goes on. That's air appropriate, of course, because every program has some that isn't. So we won't ask you to go there.
Absolutely. So the vision coming in was to compete for championships and to win championships, but more importantly, for student athlete success.
Right.
Uh, every single young man that's brought into this program, we have a vision, goal, mentally, spiritually, mentally, physically. And when you come to Chabot and play here and attend here, if you follow those things, you're gonna reap the benefits.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you working that hard to get there is just what you're supposed to do. There's no
Right.
big song and dance, no big party at the end, but you're going to be grateful for what you receive. If you don't follow it 100%, we're still going to try to get you out, but it won't be those dreams and goals that you thought you were going to come in with. Those are the main things, and then helping just become just better people,
Right.
better young people in everything we do. And again, as much as you hear a lot of coaches and people talking, I'm good at that, but I'm also good at leading by example.
Amen.
And they see it every day.
Amen. Love it. All right. So what we got for the comedy? What we got, coach? What you got for us? You got something on you? You got something on your players? What we clowning today?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Help me out. I don't know. Give me something I
So
can think about.
yeah, just so I'll ask you this to kind of warm you up. Family, if you want to talk anything about your family and how they play a role into where you are. And then, the funny story can include something that early in your coaching career, you may have left some pants, you had to coach a game and some shoes. You know what I mean? You could have left your shoes, so you had to borrow one of your players' shoes, and then he couldn't play
Yeah,
that day. You know what I mean? Whatever you got for us. It may be even just a good story. Sometimes it's not a funny one, but a good one. So whatever fits.
man, I'm trying to think about what I have out there that I think there was one time for home games and in games I feel we need to lead by a higher example. We always try to dress for success every
Right.
day.
Right.
No doubt about that piece.
Right.
But there was a game that I was on the road and dressing for success. I had brought the suit, I had brought the tie, brought the shirt, but I had no belt. And I
How
had
about
just
that?
bought this suit
Yeah. Looking
and I
clean.
didn't hey, but no, I didn't get it tailored yet. I had just bought it,
Wow.
and so I needed that belt. So I think what I did is rolled up the pants, and I made sure to button all the buttons on
Hey, buddy.
the jacket,
Yeah.
and kept trying to keep my hands on the side and worked all the way through it. And then when the game was over, we went back in. My kids was laughing at me because I had forgot that
Yeah.
I did not have a belt on, and I just I opened it up because I had been sweating, and they cracking up. Dang, coach, I thought you could afford a belt. Man, what
Yeah.
happened?
I love it. I love it.
So
Good stuff,
yeah,
Coach. Well, we
yes,
appreciate the
sir.
time, man. We'll let you have the floor to just say any last words of anything you want to share about the program or about JUCO in general, or anything else you want to share before we go that maybe we didn't cover.
Uh, California Junior College is a unique situation, but if you're a young person looking for an opportunity to really kind of reinvent yourself and you want to be pushed and you have a chip on your shoulder and you have kind of an underdog mentality, we're the place for you.
Yeah.
But you have to want to be a good person and you're going to have to want to work and you can't have excuses you know, with our situation as it's a different kind of situation. You got to be able to work through some situations to get to those benefits. But if that's something you're into, this is a great place for you. You can be in beautiful California, the Bay Area, and really make something of your career as a student athlete and playing the game of basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Coach, I'll ask you one last one. What would you say so far in your time there? Obviously the first African American head coach. So you're already making history. You talked about the resume of some of the things you've been able to check off the list as far as achievements. What's something that you're proud of in your time being there so far that you can say like this is one of my proudest accomplishments before we let you go?
The number one thing that's the most proudest accomplishment that I've had is the community getting behind the student athletes across the board from the president all the way down, athletic director, vice president's team, um ADs, counselors, and the the main thing is our student graduation success.
Mm,
We're close to about 85% of our guys moving on. Uh,
nice.
so so that's huge. And then to add on to that is the amount of full scholarships that guys have gotten in these 4 years.
Yeah.
So so after this season, we'll be around. I think we're right at 13 in 4 years. So that's almost a starting five of guys getting scholarships every year with them handling business in the classroom and obviously playing well enough to intrigue coaches to give them a scholarship. So those are the biggest accomplishments I have, and those are the things that really matter the most anyway. The wins and losses obviously are important, but these young people being able to pursue their futures not in debt and playing the game that they enjoy spiritually is satisfying to me.
No doubt. All right, I gotta ask one NBA question, and then we officially will let you go.
Okay.
The Bay Area, they are the defending champs, but they're
Yes,
kind
they
of
are.
a little struggling out the gate this year. A little different. It's hard to repeat. Most people didn't think they were going to do it last year, so no knock if they don't pull it off. Steph's hurt. Who are
Yep.
you picking? Are you riding with the Bay Area again? And if it's not the Bay Area, who wins the championship?
Oh, it's wide open this year.
It is.
I'm never going to give up on our squad. We got what? Today's Tuesday. We got 2 days left to make a deal.
Yeah.
Um, I'm always happy with this group right now to see that they're a couple games over 500 because I know with the experience that we have in a possible trade that once they come back from the All-Star break, it can be a totally different team. Hence,
Right.
what we've just gone through as our program. But this year, who looks like uh, they got their target on it is Denver. I think I think Murray has been the X factor for many years, and
Yeah,
he has been he hasn't been healthy, and now they're starting to get it all together. It's tough. It's
yeah.
gonna be tough. I can see them. Um,
Who you picking in the East? I like that pick. I'm living in Colorado right now,
I
so
know you are,
the
man. You
Colorado
know,
pick
and they
is definitely going to turn up
and
for
they
that
do,
one.
and they're due.
New Orleans,
They're
New
due
Orleans
for
is very
sure.
good.
In the East Coast, you know, now that Kyrie is gone from Brooklyn, Boston is still there, but I don't know. I'm not feeling them like that. Milwaukee is solid. I mean, it's still kind of wide open in the East Coast as well.
Yeah,
And I
I
can't
think I
really
think
put my
similar.
hand
I
on
think
anybody.
I think similar to that injury, the team to watch out for is Milwaukee if they are
Yeah,
fully healthy with their
exactly.
kind of big three. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there since you said Milwaukee. And
Yeah, I like
I
Giannis,
think
man.
Giannis is still underrated. To be honest, I don't think he's appreciated
Man,
the way he should be.
because they take that he's such a nice and he speaks with his heart.
Yeah,
They take him in our culture as he's soft. But the dude is hard nosed and
no question.
he's infectious with his teammates.
Yeah,
That's the thing. He's a culture builder, not a culture killer. So if they get that groove, man, you got a problem.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fun
Yeah.
to watch. Well, Coach, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much, and best of success the rest of the way. And now we know a lot more about Cali JUCO, and look forward to following your squad.
Hey, blessings. Have a great rest of the week and really appreciative of being here today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Glad to have you.